To make a good bird's nest, you want really flammable grass. This is flat-bladed grasses, which is probably the best that I've come across. Even though this is wet, it just got rained on. I'm gonna go ahead and pick some. It'll dry out. It's much better than the round bladed grasses. I'm gonna go ahead and grab some of these too, even though they are finer round bladed grasses. But just a little bit, just to add to the bird's nest and make it bigger. So we'll see what else we can find. I'm gonna look over here. I'm gonna go back in the woods maybe. And deer's still standing out there in the field. It's weird how they've been like trotting right out at me. I mean, if I was hunting them, I could have shot him broadside easily. Yeah, we look here. Here's another great resource. This is one of last year's cattails that hasn't completely been shredded and scattered to seed. So we're gonna save that. Let's keep looking, see what else we find. Ah, here we go. Jackpot. Lots of dead grass over this log. Put that cattail in my other hand. Get some of this. Oh, it's wet. But it's all wet. It's been raining all day. So we're gonna have to set it out and let it dry. I come into the woods looking, but there's just really not any dry grasses in here. There's not a whole lot of anything really. I mean, it's pretty bare. The trees are so tall and the canopy's so full overhead that nothing really grows in here. And when you get to a spot where stuff does grow, it's nothing but briars and bramble. I mean, there's no real grasses in here. But it was worth a look. At least to try to see what was in here. So we'll head back out to the road and continue on. I'm being watched. Somebody right there is watching me. Okay, now let's make our bird's nest. I've collected pretty much 3 different types of material here. These are the round grasses, which I really don't like because they don't burn as well as the flat grasses, but they will make a nice outer part of the bird's nest. Maybe I need to pull that a little tighter. Yeah, the rounder grasses just don't burn as well as the flatter blade grasses like this. These are really flat blade grasses, and then this is kind of a mixture of both, but I don't think I'm going to use this because this is still kind of damp because I had it in a plastic bag. I think I've got enough here that I should be alright. Alright, so I mean, all you really do is just kind of form it around into a circle, a donut, I mean a bird's nest. That's why it's called a bird's nest. And I did get this cattail from last year that's really in bad shape, but it's not falling apart yet. So we will tear some of that up and throw that in there. You want to break it up really fine. The more fibers that you can expose, the better off you are. And you know, if your life depends on it and you have to make a fire for sure, I mean, use the whole cattail if you have to. Tear the whole thing up, you know, make sure you get it in there, make sure you get dry grasses. Make your bird's nest like your life depended on it, because sometimes it may. So since I'm doing this, and I just did this video on charred punkwood, we are going to use the charred punkwood to light this fire. There we go. There we go. We got an ember. Let it grow a little bit. I'm not sure if you can see that. Right here on this piece. It's glowing really well. We're gonna put that in there and kind of close it up like a taco. Let me tip the camera up a little bit, and we're gonna blow into it. Woohoo! There we go. We've got fire. And I can throw these other wetter ones on now. Start throwing some sticks on. But I've definitely got a sustainable fire. It's that easy. Okay, I put the fire out just because there's a house about 200 yards that way, and these are not my woods. They're not posted that you can't be in them. I grew up hunting in these woods, but just for a reason of not having any issues of people coming out here giving me shit, me not being able to come back here and do these type of things, I put the fire out. But I made the fire, and that's the whole point, was to teach you how to build a proper bird's nest to actually get a fire going. And I wasn't planning on making a fire, or I would have gathered, you know, smaller twigs, tinder, to get the fire going, and then medium sticks, whatever. But that's not the whole point. The point was to make a fire from flint and steel and show you how to build a bird's nest, and I think that's what we did. So if you like this type of video, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll have more soon.